How's it going, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And it is Saturday. Time for our Saturday live stream, where we have our weekly therapy session talking about all our problems we've had during the week. Just kidding, where we talk about comics and forget about real life for a while. Hopefully everybody's doing well, and hopefully you already saw the announcement that came out this morning for breaking news, so nothing gets spoiled for you during the comments that are going live right now. Chi-Chi is on her way. She was getting, I don't know what, she's got like this, and then she's got this. Like I don't know what she's doing over here. I think she's camping or something. Happy Saturday, everybody. Good morning from Arizona. What's up, Jacob? My wallet is hurt. I'm so sorry. Am I, though? Am I, though? Omar Solo, Mission Improbable. You mean impossible. Never. Morning, and good morning, Omar in chat. Hi from the UK. Oh, you look cute.
It's cold down here.
Comics are therapy, no lies detected. Absolutely. Morning from East Central Illinois. I will be in Illinois in April with Amanda for C2E2. We're trying to pick out a place to meet everybody on Friday, but we will be there for C2E2 on April 10th through the 13th. So if you're going to C2E2 or you're in the Chicago area, come and say hi. And there was no alpha announcement. Stop it, Final Shadow. Greetings, as always, from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. So, Omar, I got to ask, what the heck is going on with Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson Volume 2? What the heck is going on? Indeed. I don't know. It's on hiatus right now. Or, it's still coming. It's just out of the catalog for right now. I don't know. That and Guardians 2. By Brian Michael Bendis. Good morning, Omar. Can you go over the double dipping on Ultimate Spider-Man 5 and Death of Ultimate Spider-Man? Well, I guess I hope everybody saw that video. I thought I did. So everything 150, like all those. Can I see this for a second, my love? Let me just double check that I've got this right so I don't speak anything wrong. So spoilers for the title, there's nothing I can do about it. But Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 5 and Death of Ultimate Spider-Man. When I announced Death of Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus, I said that Marvel was going to be treating that like an event Omni. And there'll be an Ultimate Omnibus Volume 5 of Spider-Man. And people waited, and I got to announce it this morning. That collects Ultimate Spider-Man 150 to 160. And Ultimate Fallout number 1, as well as Ultimate Marvel Team Up 1 through 16, Ultimate Spider-Man Super Special 1, and then material from Ultimate Fallout 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, and 6. So the double dip comes with Ultimate Spider-Man 150 to 160. If you got the Death of Ultimate Spider-Man, if you didn't, then you're free to choose whichever route you want to go, or get both if you want, because you're a mad person and need to have everything Ultimate Spider-Man. 150, and then the Ultimate Fallout, because all of that was collected in the Death of Ultimate Spider-Man. So that's what the double dip is. So,
Hey,
but what was cool though is when I announced it, I asked if we could change the name to Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 5, and they immediately said, "No, we got plans for that." And I'm like, "Can I mention that?" And he said, "Yeah, go ahead and mention it." So at least they gave you a choice. So there we go. Now it is up to you what you want to do. I just started reading comics and you helped a lot with everything. Reading my first Omni, which is Thanos Wars Infinity Origin. Love from London. I'm glad you're enjoying it, my brother. Thank you. I am okay day. Hey, there's a couple of good questions. And this is this was already on my list for Ultimate End. I think it would be a good bookend for that era, and then Miles can start the next one. I'm afraid they're going to say no because they'll want to put it in those Battle World Omnis, but I'm always going to ask, what the majority wants. But I'm with you, Cody. I actually want those issues too. It makes sense. And honestly, I thought those would be in there. Does Wolverine Gambit Gallery Edition have borders on the pages? It absolutely does. My video, I filmed it this past week. It'll be out on Monday, but it does. It has the same borders that the other Jeff Loeb and Tim Sells do. What's up, Lionheart? And do not stretch your compendiums and trade paperbacks. That's a no-no. Those are glued binding. It's only for sewn binding that you need to stretch. Some trade paperbacks do have sewn binding. I'm sorry, I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing at you over there in the back so you can hear me. Some trade paperbacks do have sewn binding, but I still don't recommend stretching it.
The DC Comics lists for June 2025. Wow, amazing! All those summer Superman and all those Supergirl covers, amazing.
Yeah, man. Adam, how you doing,
was
brother? Hope you're
talking
feeling
about
better.
David Nakayama's Supergirl variant covers.
That's what got Jess buying the single issues. All those David Nakayama covers.
What's the art on the Scout Omni? Once you take off the dust jacket.
It's this one. I don't want to spoil, but it's the one from issue number 5 or volume 5 of the deluxe edition. I don't want to spoil what he's got on his head because there's a little bit of a. But then again, when I do my overview, it's gonna spoil it. Dang it! I hate when they do that. Well, no, you don't know who that. It's a baby on top. It's a baby. He's holding a baby on top. You don't know if it's his baby. You don't know if it's somebody else's baby. That's all I will say. Are you in Japan? Are you serious, Samantha?
Hi, future Samantha. We'll catch a replay in the morning.
Oh, man. You don't know how jealous my wife is right now.
Maybe Samantha lives in Japan, though.
No, I thought Samantha was in New Zealand. Are you a New Zealander? Tell my wife why New Zealand is a pretty place to go visit. You and Peter need to have a call with her. All right, go on. David Nakayama. He's a good guy, too. I remember when I was having internet problems. He was a pro, man. He still kept the interview going.
Oh, the header still has last week's date. Do you want to fix that really quick?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Mark. Where's
Joe,
my PR?
I hope you feel better. Joe loves comics.
Is he not feeling good? I thought I changed that. Okay. Thank you for that, Mark. I appreciate it. Don't want anybody to miss it. I remember one time we went the whole video without anyone saying anything.
Ipsy was watching your June DC solicit videos before this live. How do you feel about how DC is going forward with their collected editions, heading in the right direction? Some banger announcements.
Absolutely, they're heading in the right direction. Keeping price point down for those DC finest, bringing out the big bangers that people have been wanting for years, obscure big bangers. So I did share our list that you all voted for, which we'll be doing again in April/May. For DC Omnis, and yeah, it was really cool. I mean, they were really grateful, and obviously some things are coming.
A Starman sequel?
What? Oh, he's been working on that for a while, though. Oh. Did they announce it? Hot take, McDonald's is trash, Arby's and Olive Garden are overrated. That's so random. I hope you're feeling good, man.
Thank you.
Do people hate Olive Garden? Is it not fancy Italian?
Middle Earth is in New Zealand. I've said. Well, apparently for me, it's not enough.
That's what I said.
To travel that far.
Who doesn't want to see the Hobbit holes?
I mean, sure, if it's closer, like in the country I live in. Hey. Ola from Madrid. Do you think we'll get Uncanny X-Men by Bendis still this year?
Posiblemente, Madrid. Posiblemente va a venir al fines del año y va a tener una cosa que All New X-Men no tenía. Eso es para mis hermanos y hermanas que hablan español. Blink twice if I wish. I actually have a good contact at Fantagraphics. It's apparently I think Eternaut will come when again. That is a wonderful book if you've never read it. It is a masterpiece. New Zealand is where most Disney Power Rangers is. Okay, you're still not selling her. And Xena, maybe.
No,
nope.
I didn't watch
what about
Xena.
Hercules? Nope.
No, I didn't watch
so
Hercules.
there, New Zealand is the most awesomest place ever.
I have a Walking Dead companion with a crease on the spine. How do I stop this from occurring?
There is no way to stop it, man. Don't read your book. Who wants that, right? Books are supposed to be read. And sometimes it's like gambling. They've done a better job with compendiums these days. Like DC and Image have done an amazing job with compendiums. I think I can only think of 2 cases, Spawn Compendium 3 and JSA Compendium, that my spine creased after like one read, which sucks. But I mean, that's a trade paperback for you, right? Especially when it's got that many issues. You know I do, Blas. You know I do.
Now, Andrew is saying, love from Poland. Hello, Lady Melanie and Lord Omar. Omar, many thanks for X-Men Red from Krakoa. Ewing centric. Hope you give us Immortal X-Men Omnis by Gillen soon, and maybe
Road to Onslaught.
Oh, thank you.
I got you.
You want to lift your chair up?
No.
Okay. I'm taller than you.
That's fine. I don't care. Wait, what? My birthday month.
Thank you, Silhouette.
How do I fix this? Make it so. Number 1. Wait, you're number 1. Fix this chair. Anyway, I love some omnis, but having 2 weeks with 4 omnis each was a killer this month. You'll be hearing from my wife.
Thank you for the super chat.
All you got to do, man, is show your lady my walkthrough. This is what I tell people, even in the comments. Like, whenever your significant other thinks you spend too much money or you have too many books, just show them my library tour, and they're like, well, at least you're not that guy.
So you're just doing a service. You're
I'm
like
doing a service for you people.
Relationships.
Little did you know I was doing you one solid. Hi, Omar. Is it better to buy Epic Collections versus Omnis? Where is Curtis? Would you still get the same amount of story in an Epic Collection as you would in an Omni? Yeah. To me, like, Epics and Omnis, it depends on what kind of person you are, right? What kind of collector you want to be, what kind of reader you want to be. I love mixing and matching. I don't mind. I'm not like Omni and hardcovers only. None of this paperback trash, because there's a lot of epics that have never been collected in omnibus format. The benefit to having omnis is, of course, oversized, right? It's big. They're bigger, taller. Words are bigger. And also letter pages in the classic omnis. They'll have letter pages in there. And sometimes the stories feel more complete. And then epics also feel more complete. I'll use this as an example, and I know this doesn't help you decide, but
William says you always want to get an omnibus.
I do. I mean, that's if I had a choice, I'd get an omnibus over. But the Daredevil by Brian Michael Bendis omnibus leaves out the Bob Gale stories, leaves out stories that were not written by Bendis. The epic collections are not skipping any issues. So that in that way, epics are superior, right? You're not skipping any issues. Wolverine omnis are collecting the Marvel Comics Presents stories. The Wolverine epics don't. So it's kind of like, what do you do, right? I get it. I don't really have an answer for you. God bless you. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'm sorry. I kind of give you like the runaround. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes these things aren't scripted. Sometimes.
So, animator, thank you for the super chat. Ever saw a really obscure comic adaptation, Dark Horse, I think, starring Katie Cassidy from Arrow? It's called The Scribbler. It's not very good.
No. I've never read The Scribbler.
Have you heard of it or?
I have not.
Just reminding everybody, hashtag Magnet Omar was right. Oh, wait. Now, how do you say it?
Magnetomar.
Magnetomar. Yeah, there we go.
Omar, I missed
I like
out
where
on...
you put it over there. That's nice. Hey, Richard.
That's
I
right.
missed out on the first 2 volumes of Captain America by Brubaker Omnis. How many epics will it take to finish that run?
Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 6 or 7. Because remember, they're adding things that were not in the omnibus because they were not written by Ed Brubaker. So yeah, man.
Thank you for the super chat.
Warlord Omnibus is still off of the catalog. It comes in and out. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming it's still going to come. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I think we are past those days of DC putting things in the catalog and canceling them. And it's not like, I mean, Marvel did the same with after officially announcing the Kelly Thompson Captain Marvel Omnibus Volume 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy. Although they do tell me they're on hiatus right now. They have the intent of bringing them out. As far as Warlord, I don't know. They haven't really said, but I'm sure they will be.
Logan would like to DM you on Discord.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the best way to get a hold of me, honestly. Through our Patreon, you can message me because I don't really like Taylor checks all of our social media messages. And then I'm so bad at emails, but I check Patreon like 3 times a day, unless we're leaving out of town or something.
The outstanding is in Lydia's room.
My daughter took the
It's
outstand.
creepy when you walk by the door and you see him standing there. Like, I moved him, and then she moved him.
It is
someplace else,
creepy.
so
I
can't see
creeped
him
her
at
out the other
door.
day.
I like,
She opens her door, and I jumped scared her with the Alf thing. Omni.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah,
it's
of course
still,
you did.
it's still
If you can't scare your kids, what good are kids for?
in there. Let's see. I just finished
New Teen Titans.
Omni Volume 5 this morning. Do you think we'll ever get Volume 6?
The Volume 6. That's right. That one, unfortunately, was one of the ones that got canceled. Still not in the catalog. Still nothing yet. But look, never fear, right? Like they brought Hush Omnibus out of obscurity. They're bringing a couple of other of the books that we've seen in the catalog many years ago out of obscurity. So they're coming. Phantom Stranger. Look how long we waited for Phantom Stranger. Earth Geomancer, how have you been, dude? I just got Web of Spider-Man Omni yesterday, and I'm super excited. Which Amazing Spider-Man Omni needs to be read alongside it chronologically? Well, this goes immediately after the the Black Costume Saga, and unfortunately, there's not another one that like comes after the Alien Costume Saga, because after that is the Venom, and this obviously, if you read it, this takes place before the Venom Omnibus. It's good to see you, man. Melissa, my daughter, my youngest, yeah, she's in the garage. That chick is scary. That chick is scary, for real. My mom got scared. She's like, "Who's that lady?"
I showed a comment just a second ago while you were talking, thanking you for helping with the start of the person's collection. And also here,
I've read this email.
I finished my first omnibus thanks to you. Daredevil by Zdarsky. Yay! Wrote you a fan mail about it. Hope it gets you. Oh, good.
You have problems reading, right? And God bless you for finishing that, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm going to email you back.
So good. Got Daredevil by Bendis Volume 1 for a good deal this week. Excited to check out my first Bendis story.
Awesome, dude. It's beloved, dude. Like, people love that one.
Hey, Doc Holliday. Morning team. Can you clarify if Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 5 will double dip with the Ultimate Death of Spider-Man Omnibus?
Let's see how well Melanie listened.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm reading the comments.
Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, you get a pass. It is mainly the issues 150 to 160 that's already been collected, right? And then everything Ultimate Fallout, Ultimate Marvel Team Up, and Ultimate Spider-Man Super Special are new to this. Now,
no, I was fixing the chair when you were talking.
Okay, so that's the main double dip. That's what's going on. Now, of course, you're free to do whatever you want. You can keep the Death of Ultimate Spider-Man and call that your bookend of Peter Parker era. Omar, sorry, did you say it's okay to Yes, it absolutely is. Absolutely. Or both. Or Discord or Patreon, whichever you prefer. I don't have a preference. I check both. I check Patreon more because I upload things on there. And on Discord, I go in maybe once or every day or every other day. You need to get back in there. Emily had her baby. You need to congratulate her.
Congratulations, Emily, if you're watching.
Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Have you ever walked out of a movie before? I walked halfway through the snow. You went to see Snow White. I'm sorry. Got good for you. Good for you for watching Snow White. Not a Rachel Segler hater or anything, but it was terrible.
My friend, we went to see when I was like in high school. What was it?
Scary movie.
Scary movie.
Y'all were offended by the.
God bless. Let me tell the story. You never tell it right. I wasn't offended. She
right.
was. What am I going to do? I'm not going to stay and watch the movie.
What were you offended by? Or what was she?
Wasn't somebody's private parts or something? I don't know. But like, she's like, I can't do this. And so I was like, okay, we left.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for letting me tell the story. Happy Saturday bar. And it's we had a time change a couple weeks ago. Daylight savings time. So
I've wanted to walk out of theaters.
Yeah.
Before.
Have you ever?
I wanted to walk out of Cats.
Oh, but that was bad fun. And
no,
then we wanted to make a
It
tradition of watch every Christmas, but we never
bad.
Ever started the tradition.
Thank God for that. That was bad. It was not bad fun. Good morning, Omar.
Right. Thank you for the super chat. Has Yen Press got back to you about fixing the page 66 or 67 error in Ubelblatt Definitive Edition?
They haven't. Yeah, they haven't. I'm sorry, man.
And yeah, I'm sorry too. And John, thank you for the super chat. Top five detectives in pop fiction. Number 1 is Columbo. So are you giving him
are
the
you
first
giving
one?
me my first one? Like I have no choice, John. I have to pick Columbo.
He's the grandpa in The Princess Bride.
Inspector Gadget.
Wait, what about Penny? Penny's the actual detective.
She
would solve the mystery.
You leave Inspector Gadget. He can take some credit.
You had a crush on Penny, so
when I was a kid, you better clarify that. When I was a child,
so Penny should take the number 5 spot.
What? Penny?
Yes,
no.
Because she was the actual detective.
The guy from Get Smart, Max. Right?
Oh yeah, I like
Love
Get Smart.
that guy.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's see, who else is a good detective? Inspector Perot. Was that how you pronounce it? Perot, right?
I never watched it. My mom watched that. I'm aware of that person's existence. That character's existence.
Father, what's his name's Mysteries?
Oh, dude, Father. What was his name?
The guy from Happy Days and voice of David the Gnome.
Father Mike?
No, it was not Father Mike.
Wait, Father Brown. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Father Brown. Dude, that dude can solve a mystery. You know who else? Robert Stack. Unsolved mystery, especially when he says update. Oh, his voice. That's Ultra Magnus telling you there's an update. So there you go. I did not.
Dowling.
Dowling, that's it. Father Dowling
it,
Mysteries, not Father
it.
Brown. Who's Father Brown?
I just automatically believed you, Matt. Yeah, who's Father Brown?
Well played, Matt. All right. I love that I didn't mention Batman nor Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest detective.
Because the question was open to pop fiction.
Yeah, man, you left yourself open, John.
The Channel Anime Collective got a reply back. She stated Yen Press will reprint Ubo Blatt Volume 1.
Good
Thank
deal.
you for letting us know. Sherlock Holmes?
Nope.
What? No, but
not compared to Father Dowling.
No, okay. Show-wise, no. Sherlock is above Father Dowling. Really?
Have you ever seen a Father Dowling episode?
You liked it better than Sherlock.
Maybe. He was part of my childhood.
Yeah,
I liked it better than... I almost said Detective Conan, but I haven't seen enough of Detective Conan.
Yeah, right. Save for
Blue's Clues. Encyclopedia Brown.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes is a good one. I like that.
Oh, I do love him. Blanc.
Oh, he's an awesome character.
How do you say his name? Yeah, from Knives Out. He's got like the country accent. Oh, I love that.
Maury Povich.
Maury is the best.
I don't think he was conducting the actual tests. I think he was just holding a card up.
Heather was yelling at the screen behind you. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you,
Did
Heather.
you ever find out what the anime is? Let's ask the chat. Now I'm awake. Thank you guys for waking me up. I was like,
way to go.
Okay. Heather remembers an anime with 4 women on a ship, a spaceship, but she can't remember what they looked like. And the name is one word, and it's the name of the ship, and it's like what was it? Heather, don't yell at the screen. I'll probably get it right. Come on, Tina, type it up.
A dome shape.
Dome shape, and it was above the water. What's the name of the anime? Because she could not find it. Even Akinator couldn't find it.
Neo Ranga, Detective Batman, Friday.
You guys,
what did John say? Omar,
okay.
Melanie, you
have
failed
this Father Brown is a G.K.
Chesterton series. Okay.
Oh, look, Matt's got it. Okay. It's a priest detective and literature on BBC show, aka Sherlock Holmes. I was trying to mislead. I wrote my answer before I asked you. Asked the question.
Wait a minute. Who
came
came first, Father Dowling or Father Brown? Look what you did with the stream, John.
I still need to watch Twin Peaks. One day I'll watch it.
Great. That's a great one.
Okay, no, but we have come to consensus that it might be Sol Bianca, but she's still not sure.
That's what we were saying last night.
Is it Stratos?
Oh yeah, Stratos.
Oh, please let it be Stratos because she would not give up on that. Do you think the evil queen ever had to dispose of other women who were deemed affairs before Snow White? That would be cool. The fanfic, though. I never thought. I don't think
there was any women in the kingdom, was there?
We
never saw anybody. We saw the 7 Doors, and they were all dudes. Maybe she did get rid of everyone.
Speaking of last Saturday, I went to the Sherlock Holmes Museum in London, which was fun. Oh, cool. Let's see. Hello. Could you ask Marvel to include contents from Avengers versus New Ultimates issue 3 and 4 that affect the Ultimate Spider-Man? Thank you.
I'm sure they will. Usually when I give the contents, like, they don't really get into specifics of material if it's like 1 or 2 pages, but I'm sure I know what you're talking about. Thanks for not spoiling it, by the way.
Not Stratos.
Oh, boy.
Do you know why Star Wars Tales issues are spread across different epic collection lines? Are Marvel not interested in a contained Star Wars Tales epic?
No, I think they're epiced out now. So the Star Wars Tales are going in chronological order, not publishing order.
Yeah, thanks, John, for waking me up.
Yeah, good job. That was a good question. Omar, Melanie.
Titan/Titans reading order is the only thing that Lil Tie Man 22 asked for.
That's a little hard for me to do because I have 10 custom Teen Titans Omnis. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I would. I guess I could work with Dom to get images of the actual trade paperbacks. Anyway, the inside covers for Rainbow Rowell She-Hulk. Probably not. That's something I don't really ask for. I asked for the Dust Child. I've asked for the Secret Wars. Not Secret Wars. What was it that Cody wanted? I sent that email last week, but they were all out. Gal Gadot's acting is atrocious in the new movie. Some of the worst acting I've seen from someone who has led films before. Patty Jenkins has to be talented to have gotten a decent Wonder Woman out of her.
Oh.
Doom 2099. Thank you, Cody. That was it. Yeah, I did ask for that.
Ibsy said that could be a Map My Teen Titans show.
That would be fun because I've already mapped it. Well, I wonder how Peter would map it. Shin-Chan is truly the greatest detective.
Greatest comics ever published. It beats everything.
Crayon Shin-Chan?
You said detective.
I'm still a detective. I've
Maybe
only read
more
just a little bit. Omar, Peru won last Thursday on the World Cup. Oh, my dad would be so proud. I'm sure my dad's in
Yay!
heaven right now. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't you watching it?
They're
It's hard
doing
for me.
it in
It's hard for
honor of
me.
him.
It's hard for me to watch it without my
Yeah.
dad. But
Tactical
thank you, man.
Roar? Is that it, Heather? Is it Tactical Roar? It's a crime they stopped dubbing Shin-chan.
They did. Yeah. The mangaka, man, he passed away horribly. Like,
is there any adjectiveless help us Spider-Man Omnibus this year?
This year, no. I also don't know about the rest of 2026. I am done recording the announcements every day. There's going to be one up until Wednesday. There are Spidey announcements besides the one that came out this morning that haven't gone live yet. I don't know when that will. I've worked with Marvel on a schedule and I can't remember when that one goes up. But there are more Spidey announcements. I think 2 more in a video. So what I'm hearing is I need to just temporarily donate my Teen Titans Titan Terry paperbacks
hardcover
for your videos on it. No, don't do unless you want to. I'll send it back.
Carlos, why you liked Mr. Miracle? I feel like because it's a great balance of terrific artwork. I personally just enjoy the 9-panel gridding. The balance of like humor and yet really get into the heart of the matter of what it's like to have like depression, PTSD, etc. And I think it's just an engaging story. I sing Mr. Miracle's praises by Tom King and Mitch Gerads, perhaps.
It's funny. I actually, Amanda and I talked to him, and he didn't correct either of us when we left talking to him. We're like, wait, how did he pronounce it?
Well, did you say it takes different
I
ways?
said Gerads. Because he said one of the letters is silent, but he never corrected us. So he's a nice guy.
Just like us, like I'm not like offended. People can't say our last name because in English you combine vowels and in Spanish you don't. So
people I know growing up, like people would just give up. Even teachers would give up on my last name and make a joke out of it. It's something that I just got used to.
Probably just it takes mental energy just to don't devote it. Omar, is GS Spider-Man
I know what he's asking.
2 definitely going to be in the NTU Omni? It's a Shang. Oh wait, how do you say that?
Shang-Chi.
Thank you, Shang-Chi story with a Fu Manchu appearance.
So he's talking about licensing here. So I don't try to poke the bear when it comes to, are you guys sure about this? Because it gets to 2 rounds of approval before I can make them live. Nobody corrected it. So that's what, hey, thank you. That's why I kind of leave it alone. I don't want to go back and ask in case they kind of like slip or let it in there. I don't want to bring attention to it, if that makes sense, right? Like, are you guys sure you want to do this? I kind
of have that Mega Man book?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay. I was showing it for Lionheart, and you can read this.
Hello from Germany, dear Melanie and Omar. Omar, could you give us a Batman Omnibus reading order since Snyder? Thank you. Sure, that's easy. Like Snyder and Capullo, right? You have volume 2 of Snyder and Capullo, but alongside volume 2, Read Eternal, and then Batman and Robin Eternal. After that is the relaunch of Batman in the Rebirth era. So far, there's only one after, like, because you'll read Tom King and then the Rise and Fall of the Batman. And then after that, it's Detective Comics by Peter Tomasi, and then Batman by James Tynion after Tom King Volume 2. So there are going to be 2 volumes of Tom King's run. And then Mariko Tamaki after that until we get a Run B. But we know there's probably going to be a Run B.
Have the girls seen that?
Oh, yeah, we're recording a video.
Oh, good.
Tomorrow.
That's awesome. What an awesome art book.
Yeah, it's a fan art.
And Ted said, because Dark Side is, and Carlos says, Dark Side is. If you know, you know. Phil says, thanks, Omar.
You're welcome, buddy.
You know. And I see Bruce sent a super chat, but just really quick. Matt wants to teach you that Father Dowling, 1989, was very influenced by G.K. Chesterton's Father Brown, 1910.
I beg to differ. Father Dowling was the man.
None. Ooh, Big White's your favorite DC heroine. She is.
She is awesome. If you ever go to a convention, Mitch has a beautiful print of her picking him up. Like, it's a really pretty print.
Sweet. Yeah.
Fu Manchu's in public domain now. I think that's what a lot of people have said. But I also don't want to bring attention to it. Somebody was asking about the rest of the announcements and how many are left for this round. Let me tell you, some things unfortunately have changed. I'll just go ahead and give you an update. One of the Star Wars books that I was really excited for got moved. One of the X-Men books got moved. So what's left to announce, let's see. All of November I've announced. For December, it's 1, 2. I announced that one already. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I announced 2 already. And the new printing of House and Powers of X. For January, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is a total of 10 more books that I haven't announced yet that will be scattered between tomorrow and Wednesday. There was something big that I already recorded, but they told me to hold on to it, and I was like, okay. I may have to re-record it because I don't think I can edit that one. Like, coming in, it was originally supposed to come in like November.
I meant the Star Wars Tales anthology series, not Tales of the Jedi.
Oh,
Spread
okay.
across different lines such as New Republic and Rise of the Sith. Why haven't they collected the 24 issues?
They've never done that in an Epic collection? I don't know. I sold my Epics many years ago, and I just have the ones for reading orders these days.
Yeah,
Breaking news: Bar changed her avatar and is now an X-head.
Okay,
is she? Who is she?
I love this magic cover by Derek Chu. Wow, good for you, Bar.
Yeah,
shit, we're so proud of you.
You gave up on your girl Harley Quinn, huh? Yeah, we all do.
That is an amazing picture. I like Magic's character design. And
thank you.
You're welcome.
Melanie.
Hate to ask, but any word on Uncanny X-Men Volume 4 reprint or any more Fantastic Four reprints?
There's only one more reprint, and it's neither one of those. Actually, the reprint they're doing is one that they wanted to do that it wasn't on our list. I think it made it top 25, but make sure to vote this time to double down on what you want. That reprint poll will kick off in April on the channel, and I'll do a live kickoff with Peter and who else? Taylor joined us, I think. And then I'll announce what you all voted for and send them the list. They had to slow down on reprints this year for both Epics and Omnis. So they wanted to focus on new books, which is okay. They've done that before in the past, and then they've caught up on new books. So
it's BD Cosmos time.
Oh gosh, is it really already?
You say that every time.
If you live in Canada, you want to get any of these big books, check out bdcosmos.com. They're the Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec. 25% off your order of 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for over 250 Canadian dollars or more. And let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. You'll be added to the monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are for new and returning customers, and that is
BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles, taking care of customers in Canada. A pew pew.
There we go. That is up to the DC and Marvel gods right now. What are the chances of an absolute JLA and Avengers reprint? Let's see. If Omar keeps dissing Harley, we're gonna see Omnidog take. I don't think he can even take up for her current run. What Batman comic would you recommend? Paul Dini's Batman's excellent. Batman Adventures is great. Are you making a video on the DC catalogs, new solicits? Yes, when the whole catalog's out, I think Dom is gonna do some like books that are in the catalog. I told them not to call it officially breaking news because people are so used to people like breaking news officially from the channel. I don't want to call that breaking news. And we kind of we talked it over yesterday because he wants to bring it over to bring attention to the channel. And like, yeah, of course you can. I just since we're looking at a catalog, I always have a fear that DC is going to cancel something and it'll be the whole Man of Steel thing again, where I got super excited, people got super excited, and then they canceled it. Yeah, so playing it safe. Is the He-Man Omnibus a Berserk light? Would you collect Conan? But it would collect Conan. Oh yeah, you actually answered your own question. The He-Man Masters of the Universe Omnibus from DC Comics is Conan light. Absolutely, it is.
A while back, you said one of the upcoming announcements would make me very happy. Can you give me any hint as to when that announcement will go up?
Yes. Coming week?
Oh, yay.
This coming week? Yeah.
How do you rank these Bat Omnis from best to good?
Best to good. I love that you don't even throw bad in there. Okay.
Tanyan's Batman. Tanyan's
Detective.
Tomasi's Batman Robin. Tomasi's Detective. And Murder Fugitive.
I would go Tomasi, Batman and Robin. I would go Murder Fugitive. No. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. No. I will. I'll do Murder Fugitive, and then I would go Tiny Ian's Detective, and then wait.
I'm sorry.
After that, Tiny and Batman, and then Tomasi's Detective. Yes. Final answer.
Hey guys, this is David. I did a comic in Usagi
you did?
Yojimbo 40th. Just want to say thanks so much for covering it recently. Aside from Usagi Yojimbo, what is your favorite long-running creator-owned series? That's cool. Thanks for joining us, David.
It was my absolute pleasure. I love bringing attention to books like that. I thought it was a really cool idea, man. I actually have it right over here next to my Usagi Yojimbo sagas. Where it belongs.
Oh, and
Josh,
somebody in karate said that they liked your video on this, so you liked the book as well.
Yeah, look, friend of the channel,
Here.
Josh Greathouse did one too.
Oh wait, I meant to hide. Here, now you can put it up.
That one there.
That's awesome. I didn't know that, Josh. Josh, well, I haven't seen you on.
Where's Hamza?
That's so cool.
Has anybody done a health check on Hamza? Is he okay?
Health check.
Just make sure he's okay. Favorite creator, Hellboy, probably something like that. I mean, it's such a tough question. It would have to be something like Hellboy. Yeah, I think I go with Hellboy because that includes all the BPRD stuff. And I'm a big fan of that series. Hey, Kane.
Hey, Max. Really quick.
How you doing, brother?
How good is Murder Fugitive? Bar's asking.
Oh, I like it. The first issue is Bruce Wayne finding his date dead at the Wayne Manor, and the cops are already busting in, like arresting him. So it's this whole like mystery. And
does he have to be a detective in this one?
No, he's in he's in prison. He's
Oh,
in jail. He's gone to jail.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Sasha, who it was a Greg Rucka character. But the cool thing about it is like even his Bat family starts thinking like maybe he did kill Fairchild. Like
what? No.
Yeah, like they start doubting him. Yeah.
No.
Because the route they go, they were like, there's only one possible person that they could have done this. It's solid. I dug it. Are there any pre-2000 Omnis still left in the tank for this way of announcements? Also started reading 90s Wildstorm and shockingly loving it. Oh, Peter.
Thank you for the super chat, Brian.
Peter M would be so proud of you. Let me look really quick. I want to say no, but I could be wrong. What did you say? Pre-2000s? Let's see. I've already announced the big one for me anyway. It was Marvel Team Up. I love that book.
Oh, nobody helped Heather figure out that anime.
Sorry, Tina. Oh yeah, there's a couple. There's two more that are pre-2000, right? Yeah. This one. Oh, 3. Just gotta wait till January of 2026.
Can you recommend Marvel to make an Omni of 50s Western gunslinger comics? Would love to see all that never before reprinted material new again.
I'm sure they want to as well. I think a lot of it has to do with the amount of money and time for restoration. And it would have to sell. And I'm afraid that something like that would be like Planet of the Apes, like 10 issues for $100 because of that restoration. It's not cheap. That's why we love the Masterworks, right? Hello, Uncanny Omar. Left my like, and after the last DC Finance Golden Age book, JSA, on July 8th, is there any news on more Golden Age releases? If not, I'll move on to the Silver Age. I haven't seen anything in the catalog yet, but I'm sure there will be more Golden Age stuff. DC seems to be doing the same, like the epic route, right? Like something new, or not new, but something modern, I guess, and then something old.
Thanks, Tina. What if Tina's like, oh, I need to hit the like button. Aw, you're getting love. Brian's saying 3 books. Woo!
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But before 2000, right? Like, which is so crazy to me because 2000 still doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Do you think there's any chance Dark Horse would ever do a colossal version of Usagi Yojimbo in color or published?
I don't know if he would want it that way. I think that depends on Stan Sakai. It would be pretty cool though. I don't know if he would like it. That is a good question. And in color, would he? I mean, he's been okay with a lot his past stuff being recolored by his collaborator. I don't know, man. That's a good question.
When will Chip's Daredevil Omni Volume 2 be reprinted?
There's a restock coming in April of that and DC versus Marvel. Even though
that's just next month.
DC said like it's a one-time print run. Hi, folks. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Thank you, man.
Marvel already remastered Timely era Captain America, Human Torch, and Submariner. They should at least release a Timely epic for each as a trial run.
They did Omnis, right? I don't think they sold that well. Maybe they should.
Any news about the new DC Marvel crossovers or possible Marvel Wildstorm Omni?
No official news. No official news. Nothing yet. I do have an AMA tomorrow on the Patreon. And I don't let anything
Eastern
leak.
Time.
I don't let anything leak, but people do ask me like a little bit more questions in depth. And I'm not gonna say what I know exactly, but some pretty cool things coming. Some pretty cool creators on board.
Any update on a Punisher Max Volume 2 reprint?
Nothing yet. I need to ask about that. Why do I forget to ask? Oh, because I have so many freaking questions. Another Batman Predator crossover. That would be so awesome. Especially if Andy Kubert's drawing it. Is Father Dowling a better occult? I mean, he is a Catholic priest, right? So he's got that going for him.
Do you think that DC's Finest trade paperbacks are any good? I was thinking of picking on up the Wonder Woman Legends and the Golden Age Plastic Man DC Finest. Is it worth it?
I absolutely do. It is the best bang for your buck.
You're doing a great job, Big Stu, being in Orlando. And thank you for the super chat, Little Time Man 22.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because maybe that's how you're supposed to say it. I'm trying. Don't make fun of me.
I wasn't.
Omar, I want to let you win.
Go ahead.
Omar, I want to like X-Men comics because wait, here you go. You need that one because the show X-Men Evolution was great. What should I read? One viewer said Astonishing X-Men. Obviously, I love Astonishing X-Men because that's my handle. I love it. I love it.
This is a tough one because what's in print? Because I would strongly suggest getting like New X-Men by Colin Yost, who were the people that worked on that show, X-Men Evolution. So maybe X-23 might be the way to go. She was a character that was created in the cartoon. They wrote the series, and NYX is not in the omnibus. So maybe that route. I think that would suit you fine.
Yvonne's saying maybe start with New X-Men.
I thought about New X-Men, but I'm talking about New X-Men by Colin Yost because that shows the kids, and then eventually in childhood and how X-23 ended up joining them, and then you get to see like the other X-Men characters, right? I think that's a good way of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Dark Horse, I hope they announce more deluxe manga.
There are more coming. Well, I can't say anything officially, but there are more coming. By the way, I'm interviewing their collected editions editor. So she's pretty much the David Gabriel of Dark Horse Comics. I don't think it'll be a live interview, and it'll be in late April when I release it. But very excited for that. I love Dark Horse. So
top 5 Captain America artists.
Oh man.
Wait, before you start thinking, who's going to draw Zdarsky's Captain America?
They've already announced that. I can't remember. Now you threw me off.
Sorry.
I think it's a lady.
People in the chat.
I think it's a lady, right?
Or I could Google it.
Okay. Rob Liefeld, of course. No, I just lost. Like, I actually don't mind it.
But you like him.
I
so
actually
just own it.
No, even I that like him.
Well,
that was a ridiculous. Man, this is a hard one because I like a lot of artists. Rich Buckler is like one of my favorites. Mike Zeck would be number one. That's the go-to guy. Mike Zeck, Rick Levins, Jack the King Kirby. I mean, for God's sakes, he created the character. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Valerio Shitty?
Valerio Skitty.
Skitty, sorry.
Is he the artist?
Shitty.
Valerio Skitty's drawings. Oh, he's a great artist. I like that
Thank
guy.
you guys. Oh, sweet.
Nation, how you doing, brother? Paul Neary. That's a good one. Somebody, I just saw that. Dang it. I was trying not to look at the chat.
Oh, okay.
Paul Neary's a good one, though. That's a good, dang it. Gene Colan. But I'm choosing Gene Colan for everything. Okay.
That's okay.
Let's do something a little modern. Steve Epting.
Okay,
somebody
said that.
Not Steve Epting in the 90s. Steve Epting during the era of Ed Brubaker. Steve Epting killed it, man. It was so good. And Jim Lee. When has Jim Lee never let me his issue of Uncanny 268? I was like, when Cap is jumping with the shield at the hand, I was like, why isn't this guy drawing Captain America? I'm like, wait, what am I talking about? He should be drawing X-Men, of course. Yeah.
D.H. McAdams likes Burns Cap.
Burns Cap is solid too. It's a good one.
Big Stu saying, please ask Dark Horse for a Gantz Deluxe Edition.
We need something like that. That would be great.
I want to congratulate Tyler for starting their new job as the lead special ed teacher. You're building on Monday. Celebrate by placing some omnis. Have fun. Yay,
dude, congratulations, man. Hope you've been doing well, brother.
It's really cool. And Bar saying, I especially heard that Greg Land draws a great invisible woman.
Greg Land? Oh, gosh.
Random question for the chat. What's the worst work by your favorite writer? Oh, gosh.
Oh, that so totally hurts.
Yeah, Josh. Hey, that's cool. Were you here earlier? That's cool that you're published in Usagi Ojimbo's 40th anniversary tribute thingy bobber.
Thingy bobber.
Cool. Thingy bobber.
That's the exact title.
Yes. John Buscema always counts.
Buscema always counts. Now I can't think of I cannot think of him not liking drawing superheroes, right? And fine, I'll do it. It's a job. But loving to do Conan because of his love of Tarzan. Please ask. Oh gosh, there's so many.
Love of a cub.
I do know what they're going to do. I just can't say anything because they have a contract with a certain website that they have to announce their news, if people still use websites, of course. So I respect that. But whenever they want me to announce some breaking news, oh man, I am so ready. There's so many cool things coming. I have no idea how hard it was to keep my dang mouth shut for In the Mouth of Madness and the Mountains of Madness and the Trigun Deluxe Editions. But I did.
Would you recommend the IDW Sonic series?
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun.
What is the percentage of your collection you actually read? I feel I collect more than read them, which I need to.
67%. You always have to have more books than you've read. Save them for a rainy day. They're wonderful.
We got 3 super chats. Thank you.
Do not know if you had this info. A collection of Dalgota was released. If anyone wants to read a great book from the 80s, buy this.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce. Who released it? Who published it?
And
Bruce is keeping me up on all my 4Ks, by the way. Thanks, NMC. Are you familiar with Fan Home Batman collections? I am familiar with them. If so, do you think it's worth it? The spines showing on diorama look incredible. It's a subscription-based service, right? Not for me, but I am jealous of the people that got the Transformers one overseas with the beautiful connecting spine and jumping around. I don't think they're collecting every story. I like reading everything. So I like things more like DC Finest, that one day we'll collect every story in chronological reading order. That's my go-to to reading. Those look really cool connecting spines. If I was into reading because of, visually the spines look great. Obviously, I don't care. I mix and match my original releases with the new Marvel spines. I think I gave up that fight decades ago with manga because they kept changing the darn spines on me. So, yeah. Spines isn't that big of a deal. Connecting spines is cool, though. I do like that as that.
We have a super chat from Ben. Thank you.
Hello, is Alan Moore's Wildcats? It is out of print. And how does James Robinson? James Robinson's is excellent. I love what Alan Moore did with Image Comics when he was coming in. He was just like, do I have to follow any of this? And they were like, no, do what you want to. As much as I love it, I don't think it's as good as Supreme. His Supreme is freaking awesome. I kind of want to spoil it just to give you the pitch of why I think his Supreme is awesome, but also want people to read Supreme, even though he's like, you're probably thinking, the Superman ripoff character? Yeah, but what Moore does is hilarious. What's up, Ron? How you doing, brother?
And we have another super
About
chat,
comics.
Bruce.
I bought my copy from the Rainforest. Well put, Bruce. Well put. And at this moment, smash that like button, please. It goes a long way for us here on the channel.
Corey, thank you for the super chat.
I would love to collect Omnis, but I can't afford them. What's the next best thing, especially with trying to read older comics? Epic Collections and DC Finest are your best bet for something older and more affordable. Epics are anywhere from $44.95 to $54.95. DC Finest are cheaper. They're $39.99. Get them while they're hot. Get them before they go out of print, and then you have to pay the out of print prices. But yeah, pick and choose the titles you like. Stick with those. Like Batman, I think we've got 2 coming out. 1 came out last year. We got 2 coming out this year. I'm going through Uncanny Omni 1. I'm sorry, baby.
No, it's fine. Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. Is there a thing that happens with Nightcrawler and Cassiday's keep before they go into space? Does Claremont ever follow that weird plot point up?
He follows every weird plot point. Cassidy's Keep is the one. That's the first place that Wolverine got called Logan.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little leprechaun that called him Logan. That's how you find out Wolverine's name. I want to say that comes back later after space. Don't burn your pizza.
What are your thoughts on Hawkworld, both the miniseries and 32-issue run? Would you be excited by an
I would absolutely love that. Hawkworld is the first time. What's up, man? That's the first time I think post-crisis that DC did something like, or try to do something right by those characters. Supergirl Kara Zor-El is my favorite DC female character. She is so hopeful and bad A, not a bad apple.
Is there any news on Captain America by Brubaker Omni reprint?
No, if you're watching right now, make sure you vote on our reprint poll that it kicks off in April sometime. We're kicking off the Epic reprint poll first, and that is in March. When is that? March 29th. No, March 30th. Sunday, March 30th at 5:30 p.m. is when we're going to do the Epic reprint poll. So come back here to if you're interested in voting for the Epics that are out of print. The Omnis will be sometime in April. We're going to do Marvel Omni reprints and new Omnis that have never existed, which, man, we got a lot of those already. So make sure you come in ready to vote. And then we're doing DC reprints for Absolutes and DC Omnis and new DC Omnis. I thought about doing Image. I need to reach out to my Image contact and see if might be a lot for them this year because they're still trying to deal with Diamond. They're still trying to deal with all these other things that are happening behind the scenes for every publisher, unfortunately. So UK Transformers issues won't be in softcover compendium. They should be. Why would they not be? Because the compendiums are just straight up the softcovers of the hardcovers.
Thank you for the super chat, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how have you been?
Have you ever heard anything about George Perez's Wonder Woman volumes 2 and 3? Not officially. I know that they're coming sometime, though. I don't know if they'll be later this year in 2026. We are getting Phil Jimenez's, so there's that. That's coming back on to print. And they're not done with the catalog. I mean, we still got a lot in October, mostly probably trade paperbacks, but a lot in December, November, December, and January. So by next week, we should be doing a video on it, and Dom's going to let people know what makes it into the catalog. Mark, thank you for the super chat. So many best of videos are 4 years old and says something about the current state of comics. Would you consider making an updated definitive Batman reading video that accounts for the new Omnis?
Oh, absolutely, I would. And best of, I thought about going back to visiting my favorite artists, my favorite Image comics. So I would probably do that.
So we have people saying vote for Inhumans, please.
Vote.
And
wait. Vote for what you want.
Werewolf by Night Omnis, please.
Okay.
I need this next one to Dracula.
I know this happens every time. Vote for whatever you want. I know other people will try to. It happens every time, and I just have to remind people. And I'll remind people again when we go to vote. Vote for what you want.
I'm sure people do, honey. I don't think you have faith.
Unless somebody's paying you money to buy your votes. That's just ridiculous. Don't do that. What's up, Asif?
Have Dino Riders or Mask ever been collected?
No. Who printed my Dino Riders? What is this? This is the first time I've heard of a Dino Rider comic. My 8-year-old daughter wanted me to tell you, Batman always works alone, but in Batman Lego Movie, he finally gets a partner and works at night.
Well, Kirk's daughter, thank you for letting us know.
You tell your little girl that he's still a 6 out of 10 detective.
Batman Lego Movie is fun.
What's his name that did his voice? It's an illusion, Michael.
From
what's his name?
From Arrested Development.
Yeah,
Job.
Joe. But what's the actor's name? I think he did
I
his
can't
voice.
remember his name. Yeah, he did. Sleepwalker Epic's coming?
I haven't seen anything past January. Voting Humans for the Askew universe. Yes.
I would highly recommend waiting on reprints if you can. I couldn't believe my eyes when they announced reprint of Batman and Demon Trilogy, but so happy I can add it to the Bat Shelf.
Yeah, we didn't think that was going to come. So
the poll is April 30th.
No, March 30th for the Epic reprint poll.
So sorry.
It's okay. It's very
I was
important.
actually listening to you, and I was wrong.
The Omni polls haven't been announced yet. I have to get with Peter, and I got to get with my team to start working on those. They take a while. Will Arnett, thank you. Those. It's not as easy as me going, let's do it this date. It's like, oh man, it's a lot of work behind the scenes, but we love doing it.
Can we get Image to do a deluxe hardcover for the Activity?
I haven't read the Activity. Who worked on the Activity? Marvel has been awesome about giving us books off reprint polls. Vote for the books you want. There's a chance of getting.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to guess what was going to be on there this year, there'd definitely be Daredevil by Charles Soule again. It made it last year, and I think Wolverine 1 might make it this year because a lot of people have been asking about this. How dare you? Batman's the best detective in existence in the entire multiverse. Outside of Detective Chimp, of course. Is this Jess? Did Jess take over your account?
Protectors and Dinos for Hire epics?
Yeah, I would love that. Stop misleading Bar.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's happened all her life.
Joe Bluth and Zatanna crossover win. Oh, okay. Here is
Nathan Edmondson did
response.
that.
They liked what
it.
I said. Yay! But is it Amelia or is it Amelie? No, wait.
No,
that's an E at
Amelia.
the end.
Why are you making me
because
second
I've
guess?
got two students and they both spell their names the same way, but one's like Amelie and one's Amelia, and I have to remember which is which.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nathan Edmondson and Mitch Shards worked on that book, The Activity. Then heck yeah, it needs to be in a hardcover. Thank you.
what about Matt Fraction's penning the next chapter of Batman After Hush 2? What are your thoughts? Can't go wrong with Jorge Jimenez on art. Ooh.
My thoughts are you can't go wrong with Phil Jimenez on art or Jorge Jimenez on art.
Okay, there you go.
I'm serious. Those are my thoughts. I'm not the biggest Fraction guy.
Amelia
Obviously,
Earhart. Okay,
Ibsy
Amelia.
is because he loves Iron Fist, right?
Does Marvel feel shown up by DC reprinting all those deluxe hardcovers and Marvel's OHC line not as prolific?
How do I answer this without misquoting anybody? In the past, it's like I've asked just the same question you all have asked, right? Like, why don't you all do absolute editions? And I was told that's not the Marvel way. And a few things have come up like that. So I think Marvel likes to be creative and be the first to do things. It's not a pride thing. It's like that they like to have their own thing. DC has the absolutes. Marvel has Gallery and Treasury, and now the Marvel. I can't even remember. Anyway, archives. So I know. I mean, I know that the oversized hardcovers are coming back, but I can't say what they are yet. But they couldn't get them in this round, so it'll be in the next quarter when I start making those announcements.
I've got some things starred, but it is noon. Let's go ahead and like Final Shadow said, it's teen time.
Oh, okay.
But just really quick, Michael said there was a Dino Riders. Okay, I lost the thing because you took the mouse. Yes, there were Dino Rider comics.
Good. Wait, I took the mouse, but you had clicked on. I hadn't clicked on anything.
No, you physically with your hand took the mouse.
Oh, and that made you forget? Since you love these two Omnis so much, which do you choose? Gotham Central. Final answer. All right.
That
if
was one
you
of the ones that I starred.
live in the EU and you want to get some big books, check out waltzcomicshop.com. They're based out of Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rates of 12 euros for all Euro countries. EU countries, not Euro countries. And at the checkout, use the code near mint condition, all one word. You get free shipping for your next order of over 40 euros or more. That's Waltz Comic Shop.
Waltz Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting. That's like calling America dollar. If you live in a dollar country, or what'd you say? Euro countries?
If you live in a dollar country, they have Canadian dollars. Do you think they'll reprint the big Batwoman soon? The Omnibus? I didn't know that was out of print, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll add it to the reprint poll. DC has been doing a great job. And the thing about DC is that they don't really have a lot of books. Not as much. I swear, if you look at my shelves, it's like, I mean, I obviously love Marvel more, but not because of lack of trying, but they also don't print as much. It's like Marvel's 3 to almost 4 to 1 Omni for DC. So they have a smaller library to reprint, and they've been doing a great job doing it. So I'll still send them the reprint poll votes or results. So yeah, make sure you vote for that.
Give us your hot take on the new Absolute Universe. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat.
Now, my hot take. Hot takes are usually negative, right? The negative thing is that's going to be confusing as heck when they make an absolute edition of Absolute Batman. I remember talking to Sean Gordon Murphy when I was doing an interview, and we were both laughing at that idea. He's like, wait, so there's going to be an absolute Batman one day? And I was like, yeah, probably. Kind of confusing. But other than that, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion because I haven't read them yet.
Hey, Pity Ma.
So I wish I could say something positive or negative. I haven't read them.
Is there anywhere I can get the Tick Collection without having to pay €100 or $100 plus?
Unfortunately, no. Out of print right now. I don't think anybody's reprinting them yet.
Have you ever collected single issues? And if so, do you still own them? You used to, and I do now. I really like going to the store and picking up runs that I know I like, and then also just based on the covers, be like, oh, that looks cool. And unfortunately, the past couple of weeks, I haven't gotten to read my single issues because I've been so busy. But like, I need to read. I highly recommend Ice Cream Man. Like, it's so good, and I'm really looking forward to it. I still haven't read it yet.
I own most of my X-Men with the exception of like 1 to 95 and my giant size. I had to get rid of those to pay for things in my life, but that's okay. I got them in collected edition now, but I still have 96 to 500. I've got all New Mutants 1 through 100. I've got all Wolverine, including the miniseries. I custom bound my Excalibur because I was like, they were never getting those Omnis.
One day I'll have all my Alpha Comics bound.
By that time, they'll announce official ones. All of X Factor. So mostly X-Men is what I have. And New Warriors because of my buddy Hunter.
Jewish Dragon suggested Absolute Squared Batman. That's what you could call it.
Oh, yeah. That's what you could call it. I like that.
Absolute Batman. And I'm so sorry, Sean DeSilk, about your LCS.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
I like both of these, so I can't help
Cable
you
by
choose. Okay, there you go.
I'll help. I got you. Okay,
well then I'll argue back. That was such a fun book. X-Lass and Death.
No, it was. And Wolverine's my favorite character, but I really like Cable by Dugan. I was like, I don't like this kid Cable. This is stupid. And then
it ended up being good. Yeah,
and it ended up being good. Yeah.
David said I am, but I don't know what that means. Like Darkseid is.
Giga Chad Batman. Oh.
Absolute Batman Tokyo Drift.
What cover
artwork did they use for those Transformer Phase 3 customs?
Let's see. I'll show you. These are customs, by the way, so these are not official. But
that looks nice, doesn't it?
That is Jetfire. You want to show them?
Well, oh, okay.
Like, they legit went all out with these. No ribbons, right? But that's okay because these are custom. But bookends and title pages and, of course, table of contents. Like, they legit made these books absolutely beautiful. And they legit charge an arm and a leg if you ever find them online. Just as a heads up for anybody that's like, ooh, I want those. They're not cheap. Wheeljack. I mean, even the spines line up beautiful. Like, it's crazy the things that people can do. And then the Unicron picture here.
That's really cool. That's a really cool picture.
Look at
that,
wow, man. Atlas, like, right?
I would put up a poster of that. That's really cool. Okay.
Darn tootin' you
read
would.
Read this comment for you.
No Diddy, but Omar has a solid beard. I'm totally jelly.
Jelly.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
And I've read a couple of distillery titles. I started reading Zdarsky's well, now I can't remember what it's called.
Peter loves that book.
Oh, does he? I didn't pick up the next one, so I think I'm done with it. It just didn't grab my attention, but that's okay because I love Zdarsky. And
Soma,
the one we like bar, sitting under her feet, something like that. That was cool. Oh, with also Chartier's artwork.
I like Soma. I think that's my favorite one.
Yeah, I'm not like, it's not like I don't like the oversized format, but I don't need it. I think I would choose like just a regular size if I had the choice. But I mean, I hope that's helping them with their like marketing and such.
We didn't get any packages. I'm sure we did. I didn't have a chance to go to the post office this week. Thank you, Dan. I hope you're having a good day too. DC Absolute Batman Direct Market is completely my format collection on the story. The Direct Market is a tombstone. It's $150 and it comes in a tombstone. When you open up the tombstone, it's the book, the Absolute. It is limited to 1,993 copies because that's when the book came out in 1993, which is a ridiculous number. So make sure you pre-order that book if you're at all interested.
Oh, well, good. The low visionary artist said, I prefer that because I'm visually impaired. Oversized all day. Good.
Oh, yeah. Then absolutely, man. I have a lot. I have some viewers that I know have a hard time seeing, and they need the biggest format available. Absolutely.
I was just it's just where to put it because it doesn't fit in the box. That's it. That's the only thing. It's a small gripe.
Batman.
Is there any upcoming non-canon omnis? I'm holding out hope for more cross-gen.
Not this round. They had to be moved. The ones that I was going to get to announce, but not this round, my friend.
Any reprints in those next batch of announcements?
Just one. I think it was on our top 25.
Well, what's coming up on the channel this week?
That's a great question. Every day there's breaking news. Sunday will be an overview of the Oni Press books that I've had for a while, and I just haven't had a chance to film it, but I finally did a couple weeks ago, and I just haven't had a chance to put it out. Monday will be your first look at Secret War Omnibus, the Bad Blood Deadpool hardcover, and the Gambit Wolverine Victims Gallery Edition. Tuesday's the Marvel trades, as well as, like I said, every day is breaking news up until Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember, one of those days. And old reader, new reader. I think Maddie's back. Wednesday is my overview of Scalped Volume 2. And Reels Talk is back. I have to pick a movie. I think I'm going to go with a David Lynch directed movie for you all to vote for, because Amanda hasn't seen any of those. Or Guillermo del Toro. I don't know. That's Wednesday. Thursday is I know it's 6 p.m. Oh, yeah. At 6 p.m. we're doing Wolverine stories in Evergreen. It's going to be myself, Oddfell, Peter, Lars, Riley, Sal from Comics Pop, Jess, Curtis, and Hunter from Sentinel Comics. So that's at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So join us for that. It's going to be a blast. Yeah.
So, here, I started a couple of comments.
Sure.
Doing that. Pre-order what book? I don't know what class.
The Absolute Superman. Death of... I can't believe I'm saying this. Absolute Death of Superman. Oh, man. That's so stupid. They got me again. They got me again, Melanie.
I love you. How important is the X-Lives and Deaths of Wolverine to Krakoa X-Men? Or is it only important to Wolverine's storyline?
Something big happens to one of the characters in that book that's not Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it's an evolution of this character that the payoff will be towards the end and fall.
Omar and Melanie, if either of you won the lotto, what comic would you use your influence and wealth to put back into print as a collected edition? And what kind of collected edition would it be? You answer.
Absolute Batman Year 2. And I would buy up all the copies of Long Halloween and keep them out of existence. So the only true year 2 is year 2. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, that's an easy one. Absolute Justice League and Avengers Justice League.
Oh.
Yeah, for George, for his family.
I don't have an answer. Sorry. Do you guys ever get to the UK? We'd like to. I've yet to get out there and exhibit or go to any cons, but hoping this year is when I make something of my art, and I'm hoping to get some around the UK.
That's awesome. We're humoring going to Thought Bubble this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I know a lot of my viewers want me to go, and maybe I should just reach out to those people just in case and ask them if we can have press passes.
Yeah, Bar. Wait, I did it out of order. Sounds like another marvelous week. Now I need to go back and actually listen to what the heck he said. Because
Bar, you have a freaking Marvel character on your avatar. I wish I could reach across the internet. Shake your hand. Shake your hand.
And I'm reading Baltimore right now. I think I'll jump into BPRD after, though it's a daunting length. How would you rank the Mignola verse books?
BPRD is some of the best. Like Plague of Frogs is some of the best comics out there. I love Hell on Earth. It was a little too stretched out. Lobster Johnson is one of the greatest characters ever created in the Hellboy universe. Oh, he's great.
Oh, in the Hellboy universe. Okay.
No, even outside of the Hellboy universe, he's great. Almost
even better than Scrooge McDuck. Even better than Guts.
Okay, slow down now.
Even better.
Slow down. I don't know if he'll make it in the top 10. Yeah, so I would put Plague of Frogs over most of the Hellboy stories. Although the Library Edition Volume 2 and 3 are some of my favorite comics. So Thought Bubble 2025, I think is what we're thinking about doing.
Free Comic Book Day a few years ago, Omar made a video and David Gabriel saw it, and that's how he reached out to Omar. So
yep. He thought I was a blogger. And my life has never been the same again.
The only superhero comic I've read is Suicide Squad, and I love the new Suicide Squad mostly because of Harley Quinn. Hey, Bar!
Oh God, don't get her
started. Talking to Adrian. Do you have Rex for where to start with her? Wait, Bar should totally answer this question.
Go and buy the DC Finest Harley Quinn. That has her first comic book appearance, and in chronological order. Absolutely do that. Unfortunately, the Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor Omnis are out of print, but there are trade paperbacks available for that too. That's the era that people really liked. Like that's when she became a different character. Ooh.
I'm seriously thinking about buying the Triangle Era Volume 2 Omni and Absolute Death of Superman. So that would be the physical triple dipping for me. I'm nuts.
Oh yeah, so DC is doing the same thing that Marvel did, like doing event Omnis and then doing chronological release Omnis.
Don't listen to Josh.
That's what I've heard.
Never ask Omar Harley Quinn questions. He's like, yeah,
wow,
right.
He knows nothing. I interviewed her creator. You got a magic avatar.
You're just gonna keep throwing that back at
That's
her.
all I've got.
If Griffith Femto had a Western Comics analog, who would it be? Oh,
a Western Comics Rawhide Kid.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is, so I can't.
The Rawhide Kid. I can actually see that. I don't know why I went. It's not because he's a pretty boy, but he's just young.
Oh, okay. Omar, when will the DC catalog be complete? And you'll be doing a stream with the Omarites.
Oh, look at that. I'm gonna call Jess. I'm gonna make a shirt for Jess.
I need to make a list of what books to request for the upcoming DC Omni reprint poll.
The catalog should be completed by the end of the month. So sometime in early April.
You've got a magic avatar. Them's fighting words. On the topic of the Batman relaunch, I think the DC Bat Office has Jorge Jimenez chained to his desk.
I mean, if you read that introduction in the James Tynion Omnibus, you can see that he loves Batman and he's there to stay, which they are very blessed. That's awesome. It's awesome to have an artist that talented that is determined to stay on a book. I wish I could say that, X-Men had that. I wish I could say that Ryan Stegman's like, I'm home, never leaving X-Men. I don't care who takes over the book.
Hey, Arjun, going to Disneyland.
All right, man, have fun. Ride them rides.
My double dipping is highly dependent on how much Volume 3 collects. It seems to me like if they collect Return and Reign, it wouldn't leave too much space for more in Volume 3.
But volume 3 would go beyond that and take you to the fall of Metropolis. Oh no, Death of Clark Kent. Maybe it's the Death of Clark. Fall of Metropolis 700. It depends on what they're adding.
Adam said on Wednesday we're getting a DC compact of the first 13 issues of the Palmiotti Connor run,
and that's $9.99.
And she's asking, is it Birth of the Mirth from DC's Finest?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got her in the classic outfit from the animated series.
And this person wants Alfred back.
In your life?
Which run of Daredevil is better, Soule or Zdarsky? My son
Zdarsky's.
and I are going to start on a modern run, and I haven't read any full runs past Mark Waid.
I like both. And there's nothing wrong with Charles Soule's run. I think it's great. I like Zdarsky's a little more if I had to choose between those two.
Do you have your schedule made up for April? It seems to be getting full with everything you said you want to
It's
do.
so full. My head's exploding.
All the reprint poll results.
I got to go to
some
C2E2. Met my ex.
Marvel preview.
Oh gosh.
Reader,
Oh
Risk
gosh.
Talk,
Stop it.
Q&A,
Stop
AMA, book club interviews, DC catalog, just to name sub.
This is why I needed help, man. This is why Dom is a big, he is a wonderful addition to the channel and has been a true blessing. And I will say that behind his back and to his face.
Oh, okay. How many votes will we have per poll? 10 were
10.
many. 10 were many too few last year.
10. I can't do more than 10. I can't do more than 10.
Yeah, then it would get
gets insane.
And,
it gets insane.
I'm reading Alpha Flight currently. Where are their epic collections?
Marvel wants you to get the omnibus.
Oh, now I'm hungry. I want some potato
Stop
chips.
We got a while to go.
When's the Avengers reading order dropping? Size in Wonder Woman.
No, I'm surprised Wonder Woman lost out to Avengers. This is like the third time that Wonder Woman's lost out. I think probably maybe in May when I get everything in my head straight after all these reprint polls. Like I said, you guys see the nice and fancy finish. The behind the scenes is a madhouse. Triangle Era 3 should be about 2/3 double dipping with the return. Yeah. I agree.
Panels with Pete. DC seems to have way better artists than Marvel right now overall. Is this entirely related to compensation? Dustin Nguyen spoke out recently on low page rates, or do Marvel execs just not value art?
I don't know what it is. I think it depends on the contracts. It depends on who you are. It depends on who you can attract. Although I do like, there are some really good artists at Marvel too, like Elena Casagrande, and I like Valerio Schitti a lot. I like Ryan Stegman a lot.
Oh yeah, I like Ryan Stegman. Shauna Silk said, art is subjective, but I think Marvel gets a ton of Italian artists for their house look. It definitely saves money.
They do get a lot of Italian artists, and they have that house look that I still attribute to someone like Stuart Eminem. Like Stuart Eminem changed the way that, like, because after Stuart Eminem came artists like Mahmoud Asrar, Pepe Larraz, R.B. Silva, and Valerio Schitti.
Pepe Silva?
No, not Pepe Silva.
Who
the heck is Pepe Silva? That have that same house style, kind of like what they were doing with Ramita back in the day, right? Going back and redrawing people's face. But I feel like that was the beginning of that style. And I know it's not for everybody. I kind of dig it. I'm still partial to the era that I grew up in.
Did you see the Kickstarter for the Jorge?
I did. That's by Color Press. Mm-hmm.
Eminem is so dang versatile.
Dude? Same guy. Can you believe it? I mean, the same guy that did Final Night drew Ultimate Spider-Man and then went on to do all new X-Men, and they all have a different style. It's good. I like artists like that. Like, it reminds me of Rick Leonardi. Rick Leonardi is an artist, sorry, still in the game, that forever is changing his style. He's always evolving, never like sticking to one thing.
Just Dragons.
Pepe Silva
is my favorite artist.
and I'm not saying, because DC's got some freaking fire right now. They got Dan Mora. They got Leonardo. No, they don't have Leonardo Romero. They got Javier. What are you looking at?
Thank you.
Dan Mora, Jorge Jimenez.
Fan art.
Who is the artist on Birds of Prey? Because I really like that art. Yeah, so it's not like DC is not, like, they just have their own kind of styles, right?
Cool.
This is a tribute book, so it's like fan art of Mega Man. My daughters and I are doing a video on this, recording it tomorrow, actually. some really talented artists in here.
What about an Archie Comics collection?
An epic collection. I guess that depends on Archie, right? They've done big, thick collections.
Yeah, that book looks a lot of fun to flip through.
Oh, that's a good. Is the DC Compact Harley Quinn Gotham City Sirens when Paul Dini, the creator of Harley Quinn, is writing it? Is a lot of fun. You would really like it.
Let's go. Top 5 Robot Masters.
Hot take.
I'm an airman type.
No, that's not what that means. That's not what that means.
No, let's see. Who I like Gemini Man's
Man, they all come
character
from...
design.
All right, Magnet Man, Heat Man,
Pharaoh Man. No, Gemini Man. Pharaoh Man.
Man's cool, dude. Skull Man's cool. Dust Man. I actually like Dust Man. Dive Man's cool.
I like Iceman.
Oh,
he's cute.
You gotta go with Splash Woman. She's the only woman in the manga. Oh, she's a mermaid.
Yeah, I like
my. Sheep Man. He's cute. He's a little sheep.
Well, okay. What? Oh, and I think I like his song. No, I like my favorite is Galaxy Man song, so I'm gonna put him in there.
Oh, if we're doing themes, that's different.
Well,
that's different, man. What are you doing? You can't do that. You can't do looks and themes.
Wait, I can do this. My girls will be so proud of me. I can come up with a fifth
Yamato
one.
Man. I like Yamato Man.
Give me somebody. My daughter really likes Snake Man, but
she likes Proto Man. Now she's crushing on Proto Man.
Come back to me. Come back to me. Okay, so
no love for Proto Man. My kid loves Proto Man. That's like her favorite.
Oh, Cut Man, because he's goofy. There you go. Although it does feel we don't see it many rock star artists in the big two these days, like the era of the Image guys or people like Bagley, Stegman, Finch, etc.
Well, I mean, Stegman and Bagley are still there. I don't know what Finch is working on. What is Finch working on these days?
According to my FedEx, my driver Gallon is on the way with my copy of Fatal Attractions.
Are you terrified of Gallon or Fatal Attractions?
Oh, it's okay. Only played Mega Man X.
Forgive my Zoomer soul.
Why are standard hardcovers with some binding out of the question for DC and Marvel?
Standard hard. No, DC is back to doing them. Oh, sewn binding. The cost. It would make the cost go up.
DC Finest books are amazing. The Supergirl Girl of Steel volume is amazing and contains stories not in the first Silver Age omnibus.
That's awesome.
And
go up there. I got
which one?
This one here. Darth Omega.
How do you feel about what is collected in the X-Men Blue and Gold Omni? Would the Claremont Lee Omni Volume 2 still be in your top 10 list after its release?
Melanie, what do you want to tell Darth Omega about asking the Uncanny Omar how he feels about something?
He wore a t-shirt that just had Claremont's face multiple times printed over it because Amanda gave it to him for his birthday. So the answer is yes.
Well, the answer is you don't ask a man how he feels about anything. You ask a man what he thinks about something. Very stereotypical, but it is true. I don't feel anything about the color of this room. What do I think about the green in this room? I don't like it. That's different. Okay. There is some double dipping, but it is the way to get the Bishop's Crossing and Executioner's Song all in one book. The reading order will be, I assume, I'm just going to say I'm 99% sure will be what they used in the Epic Collection, and that's the way I would read it.
Bubble Man theme all day. If I was a rapper, I'd sample the beat.
It's a good one, man. Metal Man.
I don't remember. I don't have them memorized. Just because I've asked multiple times Galaxy Man. I'm like, finally, I've got that stuck in my head. And Bar, thank you. You're so
dashingly
sweet.
Beautiful today.
Oh, okay. So I'll put your Gal Gadot up there.
Does she still like Gal? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I really like this jacket too. Where did I get this? I got this a few years ago, and it fits really well. And somebody said earlier it looked like a Wolverine kind of.
You do look like a Wolverine, like a lady Wolverine.
And I got Deadpool, and I got Gurren. It's really fun to play with because it's really sharp. I like to poke myself. Omar, how do you feel about this?
Not today, devil. Not today.
That's a mind F word. Sins feelings. So it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't good enough for Bar. I don't have them anymore.
Bar's got to be the most demanding woman I've ever.
They're not up here anymore. Wait, here you go. I'll give you this one right here. There you go.
You can have the Amelia Perez progressive movie gift right there.
We were watching Endgame, and I was like, how could you do such a good job acting in this one?
You didn't have to speak Spanish.
I was like, oh man, that was something else of a movie. That's like a Cats movie. Like I want to watch again. Just it's so bad.
Yes, leather jacket years of
yeah.
Avengers. Omar, what is the meaning of life?
42.
42. Hey, you beat me to it. Dang it. No, yeah, you like that movie, didn't you?
He was definitely more into comics than I was. I read Spider-Man starting in middle school, and then in high school I didn't really read that much. And in college is when I met him, and he let me borrow some manga. So how long did it take for it to come up? I read that in my head as catch up, like with my love for comics, because over the years, like I've fallen more in love with comics more and more. English.
You are an English teacher.
And just the more I read, the more I'm like, wow, this is so awesome. How long did I mean, to be honest, I met him when he was married, and I saw his action figure collection.
Wait. You clarify all that. She was not a homewrecker.
No, but I just met you when you were married, and you had a house. You're 4 years older than me, and like I was like, I thought you were way older than me, and I
because I was so mature.
Action figure collection. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Obviously mature.
And I liked anime, and then you had manga, and I was like, yeah, I want to read it. And you let me borrow manga or anime and stuff. And yeah. It was
James and both him and these two have really good questions.
Okay. How long does it take to read Silver Ages for y'all? I'm reading Fantastic Four by Lee Kirby, and it took me a month to get to issue 50. But that sounds fast.
I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna clock myself the next time. Seriously.
That would be cool.
Because
you did like a fast forward video. Like
because
that'd be boring. I don't know.
To me, I was stuck on Deadman for like 2 weeks. So it takes me a long time, and because DC doesn't send me books, like I have to get it like and wait for the book like to come in, read it, and put everything aside. Who's she talking about?
You! That's not Goku's training outfit. It's not his gi. It's a warning sign.
A warning sign.
The blue and orange.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Blue and orange are training signs or warning signs? I'm really confused. Is this a Bard thing or a Melanie thing? I can't tell.
No, dude, it's bright orange, like cones and such, like road signs.
I don't follow those.
I'm not talking to you anymore. What do you think of Batman Prodigal, where Grayson takes over the Bat Ears? Worth it or skip to Contagion?
You read Prodigal. That is one of the greatest Batman stories ever, man. That is, I love that moment between Batman and Dick Grayson.
Oh, my favorite is Asuka. At first watch through, I hated her. Second, and I'm talking about the original. And then the second time through, I fell in love. And I collected Summertime Asuka and Goth Asuka. And Sleepy Time Asuka figures.
Asuka's the right answer.
Yeah, she's my favorite. Mad props if you like Shinji.
Nobody likes.
No, I don't hate him. He has great he has reasonable responses if it were a real life situation. Okay, like people judge him too harshly, but I just don't necessarily like him. Let's see.
What's up, Scotland?
Yeah, stop playing dumb. You're not playing. Problem with Golden Age and Silver is that 3 times. It's how often you reach natural stopping points and put the book down. Oh, that's a good point. And yeah, Elon, is that your favorite as well? No, he doesn't suck. It's just okay. Okay, look. Remy likes Shinji. He's just like me. There you go. Okay. Just got back from IKEA with a new large Kalex. Yay, congratulations. Had to prep after all those great announcements lately. Oh, well.
I used to have a Man Thing Monday, Hank. And then they stopped making Man Thing books. Maybe I'll bring it back one day when they reprint them.
Josh, I'm not showing your comment. Pinned. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I do like Masato. And I like her character design. And
I like Gendo. I see a lot of myself in Gendo.
Well, are you just did that on purpose?
Absolutely, I did it on purpose. Nobody sits around like this for real.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, depends on which Evangelion dub sub you're watching, or Evangelion dub
The
you're watching.
original dub.
Man Thing Monday sounds
Not safe for work.
NSFW.
Not safe for work.
Oh, you know what's a show where I didn't like Buffy. I don't like her necessarily.
Oh, you mean the lead character?
Yeah, and Alexander. Willow was okay. I like Tara.
Sandra was the geek with the funny line, so that's why.
And
Cordelia was amazing.
yeah, I like Cordelia.
Angel.
I like Giles.
Giles was the man. Ripper.
No, my favorite's getting.
Is it really Gendo Akari?
Or wait, are you like imitating Omar?
Spike
said,
man.
"Cancel me." Willow is so annoying though. I know, not the character herself. I feel like she's annoying. She's got punches like this.
Melanie's so judgmental because she's
I am
like
with that.
fourth
I'm like,
degree
really?
black belt.
You can make a fist and like hit with these two knuckles.
God forbid somebody accidentally draw Batman punching like that. Not only is he a 6 out of 10 detective, he's a 6 out of 10 fighter. Just finished the Batman Year One. I'm looking to read some of the early post-crisis comics like Shaman, Gothic, and Venom. Are they collected anywhere that's readily available these days?
You need a gift.
Unfortunately, no, because those books are out of print. Get Colt. That is back in print, and it is a hardcover, and it is a great story. Killing Joke will forever stay in print. Death in the Family. But Killing Joke will be part of the next DC Finest. So if you want to wait on those, yeah.
Bring back Man Thing Mondays.
Omar used to have. Wait, what?
Okay, like in the song "Walk Through the Fire," and Buffy's singing, and she goes, "I want the fire back." And I always make it sound like that.
What if that's
like,
somebody's hero that got them through a hard time?
I'm so whiny.
You know, some of us like whiny girls and end up marrying them.
I mean, you make fun of me for They Might Be Giants all the time.
All the time.
So whatever. And he does have a whiny voice though, but that's why I like it.
Gotcha.
It's my type of whiny.
His whole music career is
Buffy's
built on
whiny voice is not
voices.
my kind of whiny.
No, nobody liked Oz. Maybe Seth Green.
I love Cordelia. If you are not careful one of these days, you will wake up in a coma. Did she say that? Oh wow, that's a cool line.
She was a great character.
But, oh, thanks. No, good. Melanie got on Banks so she could throw a punch and a kick. Yes, she's got great kicks. His character Bane does. Rate them from best to worst. Moon Dreamers. We just sang that song last night.
Tina?
Yeah, Tina, put in your 2 cents as well. Moon Dreamers, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, Virgin River. Hey, I saw the end of Yellowstone though with Omar. I always see the end of your show.
Not only that, you forget to tell the best part about that is you start talking through the ending. You're like, so anyway, at school today, I had this girl, and I'm like, really? You wait until the last part of Yellowstone, which isn't even that good anymore, to start telling me about school. All right,
okay.
The best.
Worst, I don't know Virgin River, so that could be worse. And then next is Moon Dreamers, because all I remember is the song and having the kit, the toys. I don't remember the show. Buffy, you know, Evangelion lives in my heart, but Gurren Lagann, like, I cried watching the movie in the theater. It is so inspirational, and I'm wearing the necklace, so I'll put Gurren Lagann on top. Just, oh man,
yeah, Gurren Lagann, absolutely. It's one of the greatest anime ever.
It's more inspirational. Evangelion doesn't pump you up about like life and anything like that.
Evangelion just depresses me.
Strangely enough, the it all returns to nothing. I just keep letting me down. That song kind of like it calms me, even though it's really depressing. I really like that song. Okay, so Misato, you know, it's Misato. Secondary characters always end up being my favorite characters, except Garrick. He's raced his way to my pantheon of phenomenality. What a wow! That was a great sentence.
Of course, it came from Project Viking. I didn't even have to see who it was. Musical was wonderful. I still listen to the soundtrack. Oh yeah, man. Talk about
Sarah Michelle Gellar is perfect. My first crush. Oh, that's so sweet.
Melanie's over here
okay, props to Sarah Michelle Gellar for doing that episode. I think she was not confident in her singing. It took some serious courage. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I'm not.
Now reevaluate yourself.
Oh, I couldn't sing in a show. No way. So no, it's not her singing. Let me clarify. It's the character that I make fun of her, like having the whiny voice and just her being like, you know, her character growth and development. I love Anna Nig. I used to like Melanie, but I won't stand for Buffy.
See, this is what happens when you come into your safe space and you're like, I can talk about anything. They're cool with me. We build a rapport. You say one wrong thing, Batman is a 6 out of 10 detective. Nobody will forgive you.
You're right. It went hair with Potato Head Kids.
Potato Head Kids.
Yes, and it's a fun movie. And after the credits, Paul Rubens is still dying.
Oh yeah, he's still dying.
Best part. Oh yeah, Wings Club for Bar. Okay, Tina says Moon Dreamers. Neon.
Shut up, Tina. There's no way that's real.
Wait.
In that order, as the best to worst.
I feel like you left one out. Powerpuff Girls can take out the entire Justice League and eat candy. I like the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, it's not her singing. It's just her character. Oh, brother. Safe space. Not in this era. Let's see.
He was a new warrior. Safe space.
Hey, Chris.
There's my buddy Chris. I was just wondering where you were, man. We're gonna see him at Heroes Con. So Melanie and I are going to Heroes Con. We'll be there.
I'm really excited. I'm glad the mystery of
Ultimate Spider-Man
my 5 has been revealed. Looks like I'll be double dipping. I'm okay with that to get those Marvel team ups.
It has been revealed, man. I was myself wondering what they were gonna do.
Yes. Rainbow Bright, see the shine.
No, Rainbow Bright was bossy.
Something's always happening to Rainbow Bright.
What was the horse's name?
Starlight?
Yeah. I just remember her whooping that horse and be like, faster, Starlight, faster.
When I wasn't even a student teacher yet, just observing the person. Oh, he was such a cool teacher.
Hush was awesome.
He showed Hush to his drama class for to analyze and stuff.
Yeah.
I should show it to my film studies class. That would be fun. Thanks for bringing it up.
Hush has got those, the gentlemen. Those guys are awesome, man. What's his name? Played one of them. The guy, he's in the Guillermo del Toro. He plays, what is his name? David, he was Silver Surfer. He does all the creepy guys. Like he's in Hellboy.
With the hand movements. Somebody in the chat will know.
What the heck is his name?
What do you think about new Tomb Raider Colossal Collection Omni?
Give me those big books, baby. Give me those big books.
And what's the best Santana story? Any idea?
The Paul Dini Santana. Like seriously, it is freaking phenomenal.
Jones.
David Jones. Jones. That's it. Yes, thank you.
The guy from Strange.
Doug Jones, not David Jones. Thank you.
What's the best live action Batman actor?
Who was the best? Adam West. No, wait. George Clooney.
Maybe.
No, wait.
No.
Val Kilmer.
No. Ben Affleck just for his eyes.
Actually,
his eyes in that mask.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was good.
I think Ben Affleck might take the cake. I can't.
If it was just a totally different story.
Like, I remember when they announced. I remember when they were announcing Batman for the Man of Steel universe, and I was like, there are 5 people I do not want playing Batman. And one of them is Ben freaking Affleck. He would ruin that character. But Ben Affleck wasn't the problem with Batman versus Superman.
It was.
And he killed it. Like, I mean, he was like a beefed up, older Batman. I dug it, man.
I think Josh is right, though.
But Kevin Conroy wasn't a live actor. Like,
oh, that's true.
Action.
The question specifically said live action.
He did play him in that, that was a Bruce Wayne type of character. He didn't put the cowl on.
No. Actually, my favorite part.
I didn't like his Batman.
I didn't like his Batman.
I like
when
his
he
Bruce
said,
Wayne.
"Let's get nuts," and he sounded like Beetlejuice. That was my favorite part.
I like Keaton's Bruce Wayne.
I mean, after Ben Affleck, again, we're imagining like a whole different movie. Christian Bale would be my second.
Christian Bale, I just can't.
I never saw.
Swear to me.
That's how I'm fine with that. I never saw Robert Pattinson.
You didn't see the Batman?
No, I still haven't seen it.
You went with us to the theater.
No, I didn't.
It was a whole group.
That was a different Melanie, apparently.
I missed.
That's okay. I got
Earth
fake,
2 Melanie.
I got fake memories too. Kevin Conroy was rad in the TV show O'Hara with Pat Morita. Oh,
2 great actors.
Good Batman, bad script.
Yeah. I dug him.
Adam West, 50 Serials.
I will say, Pattinson, like, out of all the actors, I think realistically portrayed a character that lost his parents at a young age and became what he became. Like seriously, it's weird, right? Like, because you see all these, everybody portrays Bruce Wayne as this mega playboy type of character, but the way that he does it, I thought it was a unique take on him. And I know people were making fun of him when they saw early stills, like a emo character, emo goth kid type of character, but I thought it was pretty good. Watch the Batman. Watch the Penguin. That show was phenomenal.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Conroy is Project Vikings Batman, and Affleck is
his voice forever, yeah.
You guys ever see the State Farm bait?
The Bateman commercial. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, it's Jason Bateman. Like as Batman, dressed as Batman. It's ridiculous. Did they play those at the Super Bowl? Why did they spend all that money on that stuff?
Was the Batman too dark for you? Like literally,
like visually
hard
too
to see
dark?
anything, to be honest. Like everything was just dark.
I know people really like. I thought it was okay.
Like, but what do you think it was too dark? Like physically dark? Like it was hard to see what was going on.
I don't remember. I've only seen it one time.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying, Bar. What's the best Affleck Batman flick? I only saw Batman vs Superman, which I didn't care for. Oh, I thought you were going to ask about what's the best Affleck movie in general.
I gotta go with the Justice League director's cut. Because he's not in a lot. Like he's in that, and then he's in the Flash, right? Yeah. I saw the Kevin Conroy
Lots
comic.
of people like in the Batman.
Yeah, a lot of people really liked it.
There are always two sides to Bruce Wayne: the public persona he puts on, not to draw attention, and the Bruce Wayne that's a messed up dude.
You gotta be a messed up dude.
Yeah, arty dark. I tried watching the Batman on a plane, simply couldn't see it. Okay. Nolan's Batman was so good, I have to pick Bale.
Nolan's Batman was good. The Dark Knight and the Batman are phenomenal movies. Dark Knight Rises, it was still good.
They all bleed together in my head. I don't remember specific like which one is which.
Bane is in the third one.
Whoa!
Joker's in the Dark Knight.
Bane. Okay. Oh, that's true. Okay. Just okay. You dare call the Batman just okay? Never cook again.
Wow.
Oh, caffeinated comic fans, East and West Community arrived today, so looking forward to reading it.
I hope you enjoy it.
Fun.
Is that the Batman in your avatar?
I'm interested in classic DC. Are the finest books a good place to start?
It is the cheapest and absolutely the best place to start. It seems like they're going gung-ho with these, like all like non-stop with these DC finest. So yeah.
Keane was the best Batman because no one looking at him would ever think he's Batman. Okay. I do love that line.
Why'd you say
saved
that
him
name?
just because he yelled it.
Why'd you say that name?
If you could turn any comic run into an anime series, what would it be? I think same story from.
Wow, that's a good one, dude. I love KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, thank you.
Runaways. Like Runaways would have been a good anime.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Although that was an animated series, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I agree. Runaways. That's a good answer.
Oh, I agree with Sean Sook. Everyone loves Martha Stewart. She's cool.
Hey, Omar, has there been any news on if Marvel will be doing Star Wars New Republic Omni Volume 3 that would contain all the Crimson Empire stories?
Hold on. That might have been one that moved. There was. I thought I had announced that for some reason. Like this has moved. I need to get that out of there. Okay. I guess no news. Maybe. I don't think so.
Hi, Omar. Have you read any comics coming from Peru or South America in general? If so, any outstandings?
Condorito. And as far as outstanding from South America, Eternaut. It's an Argentinian comic. It's a masterpiece, man.
Do you think Marvel will release the Mexican edition of Amazing Spider-Man and translate it to English?
I know somebody that could help. That has been actually Curtis and I had talked about that. Maybe.
Ipsy wants Affleck to write, direct the new Brave and the Bold. He's a great director and clearly has so much love for the character. That's a cool
Isn't
idea.
that? But didn't it like? Didn't he come forward and say that writing the script to the Batman movie he was going to write and direct is what broke him and sent him down a downward spiral because it was just a lot of pressure. And I don't know if that's an excuse, right, to drink or anything, but for him, so I don't know. I remember him coming forward and saying that Condorito, absolutely, man. I grew up with that stuff. Curtis and I have been talking about it because at the time he was with the Library of Comics, so.
Yeah, there is. Gwen Stacy's alive in the Mexican edition of Spider-Man. What decade was that?
Oh, 70s. Hold on a second. Let me see if I still have.
I don't remember.
Gwen Stacy birthday cake.
Nope, it's not there.
Of course, we have Fallout Boy. Wait.
I didn't get rid of it.
Anyway, yeah, it's like a version of Spider-Man, like because she was such a loved character in Mexico that they continue the stories while copying a lot of the artists here in America, but with her being alive.
This is a collection of fan art. Wow, you need to tell Udon. This is the third time somebody's asked about it.
Well, I can't wait to do my overview.
Like, so he's going to do an overview with the girls.
And my girls are huge
just
Mega Man
through
fans.
This, like, there's some. Whoa! Look at that.
It's been released
really
in soft
cool
cover
art.
before, but it's been out of print. So yeah.
I started a couple of things. Let's see. What's the best Batman comic for that gritty and dark vibes with realistic art?
Arkham Asylum. Batman Damned. If you like realistic and dark and gritty.
And Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 5, or just stick with the death of Ultimate Spider-Man? What's your take?
If it was me, and I liked Ultimate Spider-Man, I would go with Ultimate Spider-Man 5. Death of Ultimate Spider-Man to me, those Ultimate issues will be collected elsewhere. The Ultimate Fallout will be collected elsewhere, I think. Yeah. Because it's Ultimate Avengers that I think that kind of stuff will be collected elsewhere. So I would go with that. Batman Noel. It's a good one.
So I showed Project Viking was talking about Ben Affleck, and Matt saying, yeah, I feel like Affleck wants to move on from the character and some fans won't let go. Like the whole sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. Netflix has literally no interest or shown interest.
Why would Netflix be interested? Chris, how have you been, dude? So who was the creative team behind Mexican Spider-Man? A lot of different artists and a lot of different writers. Google it. You'll see why a lot of us are interested in that version of Gwen Stacy.
Let's see. Bye, Remy.
All right, head out. Quit yelling at people because they don't like the Batman.
I was thinking about doing a complete 1610 comic universe YouTube video showing all of my trades because I have them all. Do you think that would be a good idea? Do you have any advice?
Do I think it's a good idea? Yeah, man, go for it. People like seeing things like that. Like the reason I started doing reading orders and things like that on my channel was because there wasn't videos out there, and I wanted to make videos of things I wanted to see. That's kind of how all that got started. And sometimes that can be your best ideas. If I don't care about Ultimate Team Up in Ultimate Spider-Man 5, if you had to pick only one Omni for better reading experience, would you choose Death of Ultimate Spider-Man or... Oh, okay, now that changes a little bit. I think I would still choose Ultimate Spidey 5, even though some important things happen in the Avengers series, the Ultimate series. I think the important pages will be in Ultimate Spider-Man 5. Mika!
I don't know if Marvel Masterworks got canceled. I have all of the Spider-Man ones, and I was really looking forward to Volume 6 because it had Spider-Man No More.
The Mighty Marvel Masterworks?
Or Marvel Masterworks.
No, I think he's talking about Mighty Marvel Masterworks with the Volume 6. I mean, they're out of the catalog, so I just don't just Google this. I don't have anything official, unfortunately. I will ask for official.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mighty. Okay.
If I can say something.
Okay.
Reading order Archie. Yes, all of them.
I just recently picked up the Death of Ultimate Spider-Man Omni 2. I should have waited.
Now, when I announced it, I did say that they are going to have... I just didn't know when it was going to come, right? So I did give people a heads up. I try to if I know ahead of time. So at least they did have a plan with this go round.
Dennis was wanting you to rank every comic book ever made. Quick, I'm in a rush. Is Death of Ultimate Spidey like the Devil's Reign to the Paris Zdarsky Daredevil Omnis?
Like the important things will be in the main Omnis? Yeah, I think so.
You know, I only watched Bleach.
I read all.
I only watched the Bleach. I only watched Bleach. I didn't read any. I don't think I did.
I like 2/3 of it, and then when Taikubo wanted to leave the book, and the editors were like, "No, this is selling like hotcakes." You could tell that he killed him.
That makes me hungry.
Like he was drawing no backgrounds. So 2/3 of it, I think, were excellent. I didn't like the way it ended, and I know that 1,000-Year Door or whatever is coming out. Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you say door? Don't you mean war?
War.
You said door.
Oh.
But that sounds cool too. Our favorite manga is Berserk, followed closely by Masonic Goku.
Actually, she's right. Yeah, she's right.
Now I'm reading Promised Neverland, and that artwork, that's cool.
Yeah, you finished Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh yeah, Delicious in Dungeon actually is now one of my favorite mangas. I really enjoyed it, and I almost gave up on it too. There's a lot to it, and of course I love 20th Century Boys. Oh my gosh, 20th Century Boys.
I've actually done a video on my top 20 favorite manga. It's on the channel. Probably need to update that one. Mushishi's coming back to print, so there you go.
That one that I don't know how to say, that Dwelle and the Angel and the Demon, I don't know how to say their
you
names.
Just like the feet.
I love, oh my gosh, yes, that's
your door was the with Paper Mario.
Yes, we have an eclectic range.
That's what we do here. You should see my running list. It's nothing but like video game,
yes.
rap from the 90s and early odds.
You got
heavy metal,
Bruce Springsteen, Rocky,
themes from movie. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Gurren Lagann.
That's the way it is, man.
More manga. I almost said manga. Top 10s Omar. What do you think of Jeff John's last high point at DC, the Rebirth one shot? I enjoyed the Doomsday Clock and 3 Jokers, but not as much as Jeff pre-New 52 stuff.
I like the Rebirth one shot. It kind of brought some manly eye sweat because I love the reunion between the Flashes. That was wonderful. I don't really like Omnibus because I find them too large. But I might buy the Spider-Verse Omnibus because I have most of the trade paperbacks for that whole storyline, but I'm missing a couple. And the Omnibus actually has a great reading order. It's the perfect reading order for Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon. My brothers love Dan to Dan.
I haven't watched or read. Do you listen to 2 Live Crew?
I don't anymore, but I used to.
Have you seen some of the upcoming epics get a $5 raise? I find it especially so outrageous that the next Daredevil Modern epic will be $50 for less than 400 pages.
The one from the solicits, were they 55 or 50? I don't know. I think I talked a little bit about this last week. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they make decisions to raise things. So I know things go up in price. Maybe they're thinking ahead. I don't know.
Years ago.
Oh, yeah, Tina.
Old, right? Years ago,
Tina
we watched an episode, and I liked it. Yeah,
it.
It seems like I would like it. I just
did the manga come out?
I just forgot it existed.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the episode that we watched.
PRH has some epics for 55. Major Combo felt insufferable for the first 90%, but the payoff.
No, I liked it. I liked Slice of Life, and
Project Viking doesn't. He likes Grant Morrison.
Dan is most exciting ongoing manga. Such fantastic artwork and over the top, impossibly fun action comedy. I'm current with One Piece. It was slow for a bit, and now something's actually happening. It's picked up, so I'm happy. Let's see. The Daredevil Epic Collection with the start of Miller's Run is 55.
Okay.
He's watched Severance. I haven't.
So they started at what, 35? 11 years ago, we're at 55. Well, I guess like everything else, it goes up in price, right? Omnis used to be 75 to 100. Some were 65. And now it's like 100 to 150.
Do you like Severance? I think you do.
Yeah, I do. I will say, I was just talking to Tina about this. She was asking me because I got Marrow in, and she was like, how much was that? And I was like, $25. And then I remembered when I started getting Marvel Legends, they were around like $12.50. They went up to $15, and now they're like $25.
Rank these costumes from best to worst. Asbat, Thor late 90s, Daredevil red and blue, Superman blue red, Captain America fighting Chance armor.
Do you mean the red and black costume, the armor costume? Michael? Because that's number 1. I love that Daredevil armor costume. I actually, this is hard. I actually like a lot of these costumes. Last would definitely be the Captain America fighting Chance armor. I was never a fan of that armor. And I love Mark Rummel, but I think he was kind of done with the character by that point. But what is first? If you're talking about the armor costume in Daredevil, then yes, that one. Okay, yeah, you are. Okay, yes, that one. Absolutely. Then after that, Asbat, then Thor, then Superman, blue and red, and then Captain America fighting armor.
No Thor 90s X-Men looking outfit? Fighting Chance is what got me into Cap.
That's awesome.
You're doing well, Bo.
Yeah, buddy. I hope you are doing well. And the Clone Saga is one of your favorites. My Devil Dinosaur Omni was $29.99. Now my Hudlin Black. Okay, he's joking, by the way.
Batman Beyond's costume is
that is a cool one.
Awesome.
Devil Dinosaur was what, 8 issues? Still the smallest omnibus.
Thank you,
Never
Bob,
been
for
reprinted.
the super chat.
Nobody votes for it.
What
are you reading now?
What about? Can I give you? There you go. I'll give you Kat Dennings. Yay! What am I reading now? So I'm reading. What did I just say? The Promised Neverland, and I'm reading Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5 because I never read that.
Oh, I like that.
And
you don't.
The first half I just wasn't getting into it, and now I'm in the second half and I'm into it. I feel like there's something else. No, I'm not reading my single issues because I don't have time. I think that's all I'm reading. Oh, tear. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
I'm rereading Scout Volume 2. Oh, Bart didn't ask about me. Never mind.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh. The Vision Scarlet Witch series that comes out in Masterworks and finishing out the Scout Volume 2. I'll vote for Devil Dinosaur. Devil Dinosaur 9 issues, and I vote for it every year. Number 1 spot. But I got the original printing of that Omni 3 years ago, so I'm set. What if they add an extra issue? Or Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? Fatten it up.
Oh, I agree, Harvey. Yeah, like it's just with the way the narrator Billy Pilgrim travels through time and the Tragalorians. I'm listening to it, so I don't see it spelled out, so I don't know what the aliens' names are called. All of that, just about how like things are meaningless, kind of in a way. I won't get it anyway. When we visited Indianapolis, I didn't know that Kurt Vonnegut is from Indianapolis, and there was a local author section, and I was like, I was looking for Kurt Vonnegut collection of previously posthumously published short stories. And I was like, what? He used to live here? That's awesome.
DC Finest Trades collect as much as Epic collects. So I'm really hoping they can give me a Golden Age Plastic Man. Yes, they do. They do.
I kind of get Kurt Vonnegut and Harlan Ellison mixed up in my head. Like, who wrote what?
We need those Avengers West Coast reprints. Make sure you come back to reprint polls. Omar likes big books, and he cannot lie. Do you know how Scott Doombeer Act 4 has a shirt that says that? And I'm like, I'm going to email him. I'm like, how can I buy one of those shirts? Devil Dinosaur, the super duper edition. 1 extra issue added. Figure they put Devil Dinosaur in some loose end Jack Kirby King of Marvel Universe type of Omni. All right, let's take 3 more questions. There's a graphic novel adaptation of
Brian North? Well, I need to check that out.
He's great.
Wow, thanks, Brian. And everyone has to be from somewhere. That's true.
Thank you, John.
Well, right. Like, why am I so surprised he's from Indianapolis? Like, I feel like he has to be from some.
Well, we're waiting for the 3 questions. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They're having a big sale this weekend. Do you know who has the English rights to Appleseed? Masamu Mushiro's Appleseed. I think it's still Dark Horse. No. I think it's Kodansha now. Kodansha? Shoot. Let me ask. I will ask. Could maybe convince them to collect Appleseed completely as an oversized hardcover like DC and Marvel do their Omnis. That would be cool. And get the data file in there. Appleseed is so good. I know everybody loves Ghost in the Shell. That's what makes me think it's Kodansha. But Appleseed is so good.
What are your thoughts on Daredevil Born Again? I'm loving the show so far.
It's good. I like it. I don't need to be reminded that it's not your average Disney show with all the F-bombs being dropped, and I'm an F-bomb type of dude. It's just weird, kind of almost feels out of place, but I'm digging it. It's good.
If you could read one of these for the first time, which would you pick? Sanctuary by Show.
I just talked about Sanctuary to my friends yesterday. Yeah, and I was because Lydia was like, "Oh, it's about two guys who are in love," and I'm like, "What? No, it's not. It's about a guy that wants to take over Japan by joining the government, and his friend. They make a pact wanting to take over Japan by joining the Yakuza. They were Cambodian, like they were part of the Cambodian camps. Oh man." For the first time, or Lone Wolf and but you threw Lone Wolf and Cub. I gotta go with Lone Wolf and Cub. That story was so beautiful. I love it, man.
I haven't seen that. Thank you, Saturday Morning Fan.
Oh yeah, Flying Witch.
Yeah.
There's a moment in there with Gurren Lagann, right? There's an homage to Gurren Lagann. A lot of people come from Indiana.
Thank you for being with us, guys.
Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I'm loving Born Again. That's good.
Can Barb watch the Daredevil show without the new Daredevil show without having watched the Netflix show?
Yeah. Totally.
What's Rahul's question?
What's his question?
I saw. Thanks for the.
You're welcome, Rahul. And
is there any hope of seeing the color Marvel version of Akira printed? That's what I thought you were going to answer earlier.
If anything has proven me that there's hope for anything, yeah, this 2024 proved that there is hope for everything these days, because ROM, Micronauts, Godzilla, G.I. Joe, and now Transformers coming this year. This is the best time of collected editions. So yeah, there's always hope, man.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. And
we are out of here. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Have a good weekend. And you're welcome for all the advice. And as always, stay minty.